It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to Game 1 of the NBA season, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Legend Smith.
Man, it's been a long summer.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. We have been waiting for this day for a long time. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. After a brisk offseason, it's finally upon us, fellas.
What's that?
Opening night.
Oh, tonight's opening night?
Hey,
oh, those are preseason games.
Shaq, your thoughts on how important it is for a team to get off to a fast start?
Well, early wins gives you confidence.
Oh, do they ever?
Makes you more intimidating to play against.
Oh, does it ever?
I'm so excited. I miss you guys or something.
Oh, I know. What have you been doing?
I'm happy to be here. I went to China about 59 times.
Yeah.
I went to Cancun 72 times.
Uh-huh.
And I went to the North Pole twice.
Oh, wow.
Wow, how's
so
that?
a pretty uneventful summer for you.
It was bad. I was looking for Santa. I couldn't find him.
Okay, well, you're not supposed to. The fans, the local media, everyone is excited. And I just am excited to be here, start of the season, and you don't want to start slow. You don't want to have any rough patches early on.
What'd you do this summer?
I went fishing.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Catch anything?
Fishing. Yes, I did. I went to Dubai and went deep sea fishing.
Wow, awesome. So you were traveling all over the place? You go deep sea fishing?
What'd you do?
I cut the grass. It's awesome. Oh, that wraps it up. Let's go courtside.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. There's a buzz in the air here at the American Airlines Center. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. A contest in the West will see if the Dallas Mavericks can please their home crowd. And before the game gets started, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. David.
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent. He told me that the thing about this team is that they are so good at identifying the weak spots in an opponent, and they come at you in multiple ways depending on where those weak spots are. He said, we've got to be ready for everything. It's a pretty tall order. Guys?
Thank you, David. Obviously, two teams, same conference, lots of history between them. Should be a good one. Brent, who are some of your favorite rivals to compete against?
You know, just growing up around the game of basketball, Kevin, for me to step on the floor against the jerseys, maybe not so much about the player that's in the jersey, but to see Lakers in purple or to see Celtics in green, that to me got my juices flowing. And then, obviously, selfishly, anytime I had the opportunity to play against my brother John, oh boy, I was ready to go.
You love it. Yeah, you savored that. I love that answer, by the way. Playing the team, not necessarily the individual. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Taking a look at the Thunder. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Paul George is out there with Anthony, and it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Barnes with it. George picks him up. Nowitzki gets a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. Anthony against Nowitzki. Anthony's shot is off. Oklahoma City on D. And, of course, this is the first they're seeing of Dallas.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Well, they were obviously the superior team a year ago, but a lot can change from one season to the next in the NBA. Let's see how this game plays out before we make any rush to judgment as to how they'll fare against each other this year.
Count it, good.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. It's stolen by Adams.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And so here is Dallas. The Thunder making the shot. Knocked loose. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition. And the dunk by Robertson.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Sinks the triple. Matthews has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
Barnes kicks to Smith. Nowitzki with the screen on Anthony. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
And let's take a look now at Russell Westbrook's numbers. Last season, he played outstanding. Tops in scoring, 3rd in assists, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him number 1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him.
A lot of people look at Russell and think you roll the ball out, and with his athleticism and tenaciousness, he just takes it over. But the guy hits the film room. I mean, he studies up. He wants to know about his opponent. He wants to get better as a performer, get more consistent. So there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes with Russell Westbrook.
Now, here is Smith. Matthews, no one around him. A 3-pointer, no good. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Wesley Matthews picks one up. And for Westbrook in his watching of film, he isn't looking for what he's doing on the floor. Rennie says he's gaining an understanding for everyone else.
I think that kind of approach is pretty heady, don't you, Kevin? The fact that Russell not only wants to improve himself, he wants to have a better understanding of every aspect of the game. That's his decision-making. That's where his teammates are finding success on the floor. Defensively, how teams are matching up with him. That's a lot to take in on top of the responsibilities he already has for this Oklahoma City team.
Now, here is Smith following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Smith in the posts. The offensive rebound. And Noel kicks to Smith. Goes up. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
I mean, just a terror in transition is Russell Westbrook exploding past the defense with that speed.
Mavericks trail by 9. Smith with it. Westbrook picks him up. Anthony on the double team. And Noel kicks to Matthews. Barnes passes to Nowitzki. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A baseline J. A reverse. And Anthony sends it back.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
Good on the 13-footer. Anthony's got 6.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Hey, Brent, right off the bat, we're already seeing several big-name rookies struggle a little bit. Talk about the adjustment going from being the star player, the guy on your college team, to becoming, initially at least, a contributor in the NBA.
I think it's difficult, the mental adjustment for a player to come to practice and do all the things to prepare for a practice and then work extra either before or after practice, Kevin, and then go to a game, put on your uniform, and sit. It's just not something that they're used to. They haven't done it for
not
10.
Natural, right.
Oh, yeah, or 10 or 12 years. And so it's important to have 3 things at that point, Kevin. 1, a coach that continues to tell you what you need to work on. 2, an assistant coach that works with you daily on the things that the coach has told you about. And the last part is having a veteran guy as a mentor. That can be extremely important in you keeping your confidence and the idea of be ready, stay ready when your opportunity presents itself.
And one thing they'll discuss are the defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Now, here is Smith. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Barnes. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty, that's an 11.
Here's George. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Nobody near Barnes. Off target from outside. To the paint. Here's Adams. That's short off the rim.
You got to be a little bit questioning of the defense because I'm sure they feel foolish for giving that guy that look, but they survived it.
The Thunder leading by 9. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Well, it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
Smith dishes to Matthews. The 3. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Matthews. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
And I just love how Smith is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the ball, measuring the shot as the pass is en route.
The 3 from Barnes. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Russell Westbrook 3rd.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Measury, he's checked in for Noel. Curry comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Smith. Now here's Barea. No good on the triple. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Good work there as it goes. Anthony's got 10 points.
There's no stopping Melo there. Too strong for any kind of defense. It's going to take a bit more than that.
Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Rob! Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Mavericks making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Grant, he's checked in for Anthony. Barea kicks to Barnes. That one a little long.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Patterson, that's good.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Patterson bringing the double. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's coming off an excellent season. 5th for free throw shooting, 14th in steals, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And yeah, he was money from the charity stripe. Only a handful of players shot a better percentage last season. Tremendous asset. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Mavericks trail by 12. They get a hand on it. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And they're running. Here's Curry. The second chance effort. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for the Mavericks.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim, those tend to be far more efficient.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Brent, when you were playing in Seattle, those were the best assist years statistically of your career. What led you to become such a catalyst for that offense?
Well, it was interesting just as I finally got an opportunity to start to play with the basketball as a 2-guard a little bit more in Seattle, trying to play a little bit more up-tempo. And again, I'll mention opportunities because of Gary Payton getting double-teamed. It opened up situations for me, Kevin, where I could be a bit more creative as the off guard.
And you love that, didn't you?
I love playing that way. I wish I had more years of doing that, kind of the run-and-gun style that Phoenix employed for most of the mid-2000s with that 7 seconds or less. I could have been agreeable with that. Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Mavericks trail by 13. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation. And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now here's Barea. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Finney Smith. Bangs home the trifecta. Finney Smith's got it back down to single digits for the Mavs. Here's George. And it's George again missing.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
Curry kicks to Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And now just a 4-point Thunder lead. Oklahoma City shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. George with the bucket.
Oh, a little punch, counter-punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now here's Barea. Mejri kicks to Barea. Dallas moving the ball around. And Curry has it in the corner. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. To the inside, 11 feet away. Abrinas with the bucket. And now it's a 9-point Thunder lead. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Barea kicks to Barnes. There's the double team with Grant. Mejri, the pass to Barea. The three from Barnes. The Thunder pull it in. George has got his third rebound on the night. Puts it up from 12. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down.
Stolen by Grant, and Grant with the clear path to the hoop, and Grant slams it home.
Man, Jeremy Grant is one of those guys that's capable of highlight dunks on a nightly basis. That time, vicious finish.
Carmelo Anthony getting it done for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And power forward Patrick Patterson, getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
And the kind of guy who his teammates love, because they know he's always going to have their back, always going to work hard, and always going to bring it.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
You just start to wonder, how did we get to this score at the end of one? I think those steals really establish momentum in their favor.
Curry is out there with Farrell. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then there's Measury. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, Rick Carlisle is one of the most respected head coaches in the league, especially for his X's and O's. But Bucks coach Jason Kidd, who played for Carlisle, praised his disposition. He's never up and never down, Kidd said. There's no panic in it. He gives you that sense of security to go out there and make a play. Kevin?
Gotta love Coach Carlisle, D.A., an even-keel guy who places a lot of trust in his players.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, the crowd got in here tonight and sat down, and that's where they stayed all night long, extremely poised, which has led to a monster lead.
Now here's Curry, guarded closely, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Noel's checked in for Measury. Matthews comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Smith subbed in for Seth Curry. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Westbrook's checked in. Oklahoma City leading by 17. I'm not sure, Greg, there's a player who better fits the description of a grinder than Wes Matthews.
Yeah, so tough too. I mean, mentally and physically. He talks about inflicting his personality on the team, and he truly is what I'd call a culture builder.
Here's Finney Smith. Hits the three-point bomb. Finney Smith's got 7.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Roberson, he's checked in for Alex Abrinas. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Westbrook, another miss by Westbrook. Mavericks trail by 16. Smith with a wide open look. Another 3 for Dallas.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dallas calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Well, we don't have a chalkboard here to draw it up, but if you could explain it, what's your favorite inbounds play when you really need a bucket?
All right, Kevin, so the guy goes to the right, he comes off the down pick, and then on the backside you run the hammer and you dribble to the right side, you throw along the baseline, but you're looking for the 4-man on the slip, and also the 5-man's popping back for the jump shot. Got it?
I got it. I like the run the hammer. Run the hammer. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second-chance points last year. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Smith against Westbrook. Stolen by Westbrook. Right wing. Grant gets a wide open look. The three-pointer is right on target. Grant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Wow, Jeremy Grant continuing to work on his game, stretching it out to the 3-point line.
Here's Farrell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Grant slams it home.
Grant's always looking for those seams, so when he finds one, he'll rip right into it, like his aggressiveness there.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Nowitzki a screen. Pass to Noel. Shoots over Adams, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Steven Adams picks one up. And Nerlens Noel out of Kentucky, slender and mobile and long. And Greg, he can cover ground in a hurry.
Boy, and you can see it in his rate of steals to go along with the blocks. That quickness is a huge asset in today's game. It's all about versatility, both offensively and defensively.
Knocked away. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Yes, that goes in.
Well, I like watching Robertson get involved in the offense, especially when he gets down there. Nice soft touch down on the inside.
There's a screen by Noel. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
On defense, the Thunder. Here's Matthews. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For the Mavericks, 16 consecutive years of 500 basketball or better. Coming to an end last season, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, it was the beginning of a rebuild. The first time in a long time for the Mavs. And they waived some of their veterans to free up space and court time to further develop those young players. And with how competitive this organization is, you know they'll do everything they can to get back in contention to try to send Dirk out on a high note.
Here's Farrell. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. From past the arc. That shot misses. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Here's Anthony. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
That's tipped. Taken away by Anthony. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
George is checked in for the Thunder. And he's good on the second.
And really, the past few seasons, the Thunder have just been a dominant team on the glass.
Wow.
You got your scorecard out, Kevin. That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
In the corner, Smith with it. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Oklahoma City leading by 23. Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Dallas has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Smith drawn the double team. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Dallas, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Curry's checked in for Dallas. Barea comes in for Smith.
Robertson getting out and quick in transition that time. Excellent at running the route in the open floor.
Poked away, stolen by George. Anthony dishes to Robertson, shoots over Curry. Robertson can't hit.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Barnes, he's checked in for the Mavericks. He tries for 3. The Thunder pull it in. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Westbrook. Makes it off the glass. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Dallas making a switch here. Measury's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Chris Dunn's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Anthony with it, guarded now by Barnes. Roberson, it's rebounded by Dallas.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Correa, the pass to Curry. They double-team Curry. Nowitzki kicks to Curry. Clock at 6. And there's the pass to Measury. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Borea's got his first 2 points. Here's George. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Barnes outside. No good on the 3.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And George with the stuff.
And you got to like what they're doing offensively, executing at a high rate and starting to pile it on.
Yeah, we're sitting here midway through the game now, and we're starting to see them take more and more control. They look very confident in what they're doing.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. Patterson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Abrinas comes in for Roberson. From 11 feet away, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Patterson. 16 points for Carmelo Anthony.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Measury misses. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. And George, here we go. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Curry. Pass to Finney-Smith. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Finney-Smith's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Mavs.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep. And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Inside. Measury misses. The Thunder shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. That one falls.
Right now, Melo is just feeling it, scoring at will and dominating the offense.
Curry dishes to Borea. Fires the 3. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
You know, we got to protect the paint. They're getting way too many easy baskets. You know, that's us communication on front of the post and, you know, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A stellar first half for Carmelo Anthony. He had 20 points, 4 steals, and 1 block. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Steven Adams is out there with Anthony, and it's George in at the 3. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And one thing you have to say about Russell Westbrook, he is an absolute star. I mean, the type of player you can build around and win with. Just the total package on the offensive end of the floor.
Smith for 3, and Robertson pulls it down. Smith's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Westbrook drives in, and Westbrook throws it down.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. The numbers Westbrook put up last season in his MVP run, Greg, just staggering.
And you figured his numbers would get a bump, but I don't think anybody could have expected this guy to average a triple-double. I mean, arguably the most impactful superstar in the league.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Smith for 3. Drops in the tray. Smith's got 9.
So the pick by Westbrook on one end, and that sets up easy transition points.
And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that one miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
The 3 from Barnes. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight over Smith. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Robertson. Roberson's got 4 assists in the game. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the middle, here's Nowitzki. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And that's how you set up your teammates, done with a little bit of flair.
Smith against Westbrook. No good with the wing jumper. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Matthews goes in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Brent, so often we talk about star power in the NBA. Who are some of the guys flying under the radar that could soon become that star power, that household name?
I think Indiana has an opportunity to hold on to a good one in Miles Turner, a center that just spent 1 year in college, has shown some signs of rapid improvement. And being in Indiana as a 5-man that can step out, shoot the mid-range jump shot, finish at the rim, handle the basketball, he is definitely a guy I have my eye on as taking the next step and being a star in this league.
Poke loose. Smith against Westbrook. Smith kicks to Barnes. Dallas, no good that time either.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Barnes.
And every time he's pulled up from deep and let it fly, it's found a way to catch iron. Not sure if it is something with his release or the defense is bothering him on his threes, but I would expect him to attack the rim a bit just to kind of mix things up.
Smith for three. Again, the miss by Smith. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. It's good. Westbrook's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Yogi Ferrell's checked in for the Mavericks. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Grant's checked in. Smith against Westbrook. Nowitzki, the pass to Smith. Beyond the arc. And Yogi Ferrell hits from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Westbrook has become a much more conscientious player, but still, he can get his points in huge bundles.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. There's the dish to Smith. Over Anthony. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
He gets that one. Roberson's got 10 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Matthews. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had...
Oh! You saw that. A more fearless play from Russell Westbrook, the ability to finish through contact. That's why it's so tough to stop him on the dribble drive.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And for the Thunder, they're shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Right at the free throw line, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Alex Abrinas comes in for Roberson. And Chris Dunn's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Barnes with another miss.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And he gets the bucket. Patterson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And let's get an injury update on Nerlens Noel with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Dallas. It's not what anyone wanted to hear, as it sounds like it's a severe injury. He'll be sidelined for the rest of this game, and it doesn't look like he'll be back on the court anytime soon. Very bad news. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 16-7 run. And Adams with the slam.
Well, Adams, surprisingly there, maybe a little bit more assertive on the offensive end. Good to see him throw that one down.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway.
And the Mavericks looking to go young now around Nowitzki. Unsurprisingly, they've already found some intriguing young prospects.
And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Abrinas has got 6.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now Curry. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ferrell for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Grant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one. The Thunder have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9. Free throw drops for Kristen. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Farrell.
This OKC team is one of the best in the league when it comes to getting themselves to the free throw line, and a lot of that comes with the sheer force of Russell Westbrook, who draws a ton of fouls. But there's a few other crafty players who can get to work on the inside and find their way to the free throw line.
Grant, that's good.
Grant at 6'9", using that length right there, a nice soft touch in close to the rim.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. No good from Grant.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Curry dishes to Nowitzki, and Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Thunder, a strong team at getting points off free throws, Brent. It helps having Cantor, who's also good at drawing fouls.
Well, we see how much a team can have success just stealing easy points from the free throw line. So most teams that are near the top in terms of finding free throw attempts per game find their way into postseason play. The Thunder have set that trend. Westbrook's aggressiveness, Cantor on the inside, and Adams playing aggressive around the rim.
18 feet out. That one a little long. Dallas shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. And stolen by Patterson. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Got that bucket in no time at all. Abrinas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Adams against Nowitzki, and that one is good. That's now 8 points for Steven Adams.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And here's Barea. He's got 5. Curry kicks to Nowitzki. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
I'll tell you what, age ain't nothing but a number when you talk about the impact of Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, with his size and shooting touch, he creates so many openings for himself and his teammates offensively.
Measury, he's checked in for Barnes. Paul George, he's checked in for the Thunder.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Nowitzki for 3. That's tipped. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Here's Nowitzki. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Thunder out in front, delivering the blowout. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Guys, good job hitting ahead. That means we're running, which is good, okay? We've got to pay attention right now, okay, and what we're doing coming out of timeouts.
Pushing the action, fast pace. Billy Donovan wants to keep them rolling it out.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a good job in transition. They just need to stay focused and be efficient.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. J.J. Barea is out there with Devin Harris. Then there's Measury. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Brent, for the NBA, it's been a very prosperous time over the last couple decades. What do you think has been the key factor or factors in the growth and the popularity of the game?
Kevin, I think the game speaks for itself and always will. The NBA, to me, is the greatest game that we get a chance to watch. Athleticism and poetry in motion. But one of the things at its foundation and core that I've loved is that the guys that are carrying the mantle for the league right now are likable. And there's nothing that beats likability.
And they appreciate, Brent, I think they appreciate the people that were before them very much.
I think they not only appreciate what's gone before them, Kevin, they're in the moment now. And they appreciate what's going on with their careers in their moment.
And for the Mavericks, clearly the rebuild, Greg, has begun.
Yeah, but they made good use of their picks. They brought in more youth and signed their building blocks. Franchise isn't used to rebuilding, but they are approaching it, I think, the right way.
And the Thunder making a change here. Felton's checked in.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
To the paint, here's Eustace. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Mavericks shooting just 34% from the floor. Now here's Barea. Not a lot of room. No good from Finney Smith. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Barea, the pass to Finney Smith. Brent, when we look at some of the classic rivalries between teams, they don't always look as emotionally charged nowadays. Is there a way you think to get that back?
Well, the first thing I do, Kevin, is not try to manufacture anything. The second thing I would avoid is please don't bring up the Lakers-Celtics rivalries in the 80s. And the last thing I would make you conscious of is the fact that, look, players are moving around so often that it's hard to get years and years of the same matchup with the same guys on the roster. Now look, accept the competition for what it is, and if we get another one where teams are facing one another more often, then let's enjoy it for what it is.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Barea with a wide open look, connects from three-point range.
And you can see the play calling this half, another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Knocks it loose. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, then he's off to the races.
And a good decision on the move. Too often we see teams have this kind of opportunity and fail to convert.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And that one's good, Kristen.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I think they have been winning the battle of shot selection here in the second half, and that's led to an excellent shooting percentage from the field.
Pass to Powell. Here's Finney Smith. Hey, Brent, with the stakes of players' health being so high, we've seen contract clauses prohibiting many outside activities, but we're talking also about 20-year-old guys who just want to live their lives and enjoy what the success has brought them. What's the balance here?
I think the league tries to do a good job of making sure that players aren't involved in activities that are going to jeopardize what it is that their livelihood brings them, and that is their ability to play on the NBA floor, Kevin. And a lot of those things that you see in the player contract are absolutely things that a player can enjoy after their career is over with.
6 on the shot clock. Collison with it. He's against Measury. A nice shot by Collison.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Measury, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And Kristen kicks to Collison. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. From deep. That shot off, and it's Oklahoma City the other way.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, when you think about the franchises in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of 500 or better basketball. Only the Spurs and Rockets can also make that claim.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Powell with the screen. There's the double team with Grant. 5 on the clock. Here's Finney-Smith. But they get it back. Back to Farrell. Tries again. Good on the jump shot. Farrell's got 4 this quarter. Oklahoma City shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Measury with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Finney-Smith passes to Harris. Now here's Measury. Here's Farrell. 6 to shoot. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Hey, Brent, in other sports, later draft picks often become all-star level players. That seems to be much more rare in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
I'm not sure, Kevin, and there are a lot of great finds for NBA teams in the second round and even late into the second round as guys who make solid contributions not only to their team right away because they might be more mature players that are passed over because the young guys show potential. I think that scouts do a great job of finding that rare talent. Maybe they're selected a little bit more early than they would be in previous drafts. There's much more information out there for GMs to get at. And I like that recognition, effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. They double-team Curry. Out in his own on the break. Here's Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And stolen by Patterson. Here's Kristen. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Yeah, I'm a little bit exhausted here trying to keep up with these guys, and I'm just watching. And they always attempt to wear you out.
Curry with it. In the corner, Farrell. There's the triple. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Abrinas. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Right, you're down by double digits. You have to play with maximum intensity just to have a chance to come back. Not seeing it here.
Finney-Smith kicks to Measury. Here's Curry with the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
You just can't allow good looks like that from beyond the arc. That's just inviting all kinds of trouble.
Patterson. Not enough on that one as it misses. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Back to Curry. Powell, the pass to Measury, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Carmelo Anthony.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
Doubled by Collison. Right wing, here's Finney Smith. And it's off from three-point range. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're in front. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their number one option on every trip.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Dallas making a switch here. Berea's checked in. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Finney Smith kicks to Farrell. The rebound by Patterson. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside. Here's Collison. That one doesn't go.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Powell, the pass to Farrell. Measury kicks to Finney Smith. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Carmelo, what did you like best about the win tonight?
We just played hard. We came out here ready to play. We jumped out there quick on the defensive end, and offensively we got it going again. And it was a great team win today, though.
Everybody contributing. Carmelo, thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.